Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. My name's Tanner, and this is Tanner's Toy Trove. Now I know what the channel title indicates, and I know what the description says. This place isn't particularly exclusive to one thing. Now this is called the Toy Trove, so don't get me wrong, we're going to be looking at mainly toys, and the things that I've collected, and the things that I'll collect in the future. But I do have an assortment of VHSs over here that I'll show you in a second, and some comics as well that are in the closet. And I'll have to organize those, but we'll look at those too. Comics I'm not too familiar with, but we'll get them out and look at them, and maybe you guys can comment on the things you like, and you guys can give me a little info on what you guys know about the comics. But the reason I started this channel was because I've always loved toys, particularly action figures. One of my, the purest forms of joy that I remember having was sitting in my room all day long with my action figures, and I'd make them fight, and of course I'd have to add the sound effects. The punching sounds and flying sounds across the air, and I do that for hours. Or sit in the sandbox underneath my playset and get my action figures dirty. Have them crawling through the sand or out by the pool. And I've always loved those things, and I wanted a place where people could go and kind of revert back to those times as a child, and a place where you can kind of just get away from the world and, kind of be a nerd and be a kid again. And I think that'll be really therapeutic and really fun for, hopefully, people who follow this channel. So yeah, we'll keep this video short, and it's more of an introductory thing, but I will turn the camera around and show you where I've started. Now, probably doesn't look like much, but it's a lot to me, and as time goes on, we'll get more stuff, and I'll take you guys along with me to hopefully acquire some of those things. There's a couple of toy stores around here, we could check out, and one in particular that I'm excited to show you guys. So yeah, let's take a look around the room and show you what I have so far. Okay, we'll start by coming the entrance of the man cave / toy trove. When kids come over, they can shoot on the basketball hoop, but hopefully, to revert from any damages, we'll keep that to a minimal. You see I got my little Pacers chain here. It's 3D printed. Yes, I'm from Indiana, and yes, I'm a Pacers fan, and yes, I'm a Colts fan. But that's not what this channel is about. My wife had to have a section in this room, and I'm more than welcome to share it with her. Too bad I couldn't give her more of a space, but hey, this is a good start. She loves to read books. I've got a couple things in here. Like I said, the comics are in the closet, but the stuff I like to read are more science fiction, horror type stuff. Like I got some Stephen King things in there. I've got my little, this stuff's also 3D printed, and I got the chocolate frog from Harry Potter. I'll have to be doing this one hand here. This top opens up here. It's got the little chocolate frog on there. He hops out on the train, and I think it was when he's with Ron Weasley, actually. Hops out. You've got the 9 3/4 train platform, book holder here, and the sorting hat. All these things are 3D printed. There's a farmer's market near here that a kid makes all these, and I'm more than happy to donate and grab all those cool things that he has. All right, coming over to the workstation here. I actually made this Marvel Comics little, I don't know what you'd call this, little stand here. Just spray painted it, and yeah, that's one of my few artistic capabilities here, but yeah, it's pretty cool. Like I said, I collect movies. I'm a big movie buff as well. Just recently saw the Fantastic Four, which I thought was pretty solid. I got the Reed Richards cup here. Nothing too special. And, it's got the cast here. Mr. Fantastic, The Thing. Johnny here. Invisible Woman. I said Johnny like that's his superhero name. Human Torch. Saw the Superman movie. You got crypto on top here, which is pretty cool. This cup's actually pretty nice. The material on here, for those of you seen it and knows who you collect, you probably have this cup. But it's got like a rubber material on here. It's got the cape on the back. That's pretty cool. Little Gryffindor chain here. Faux Gryffindor. I do some drawings too. Like I said, it's not what this channel is about. This is a toy trove. So we'll get in the toys here in a second. But just kind of showing you around the room a little bit. Some things I've drawn, and just to keep my mind from racing. So it's good like therapy for me. Two-Face here, obviously. And then, we got the Joker here. Old school Joker. Little Batman poster. We got some posters on the wall here. You'll see like a big mix of DC and Marvel kind of all together here. Captain America Brave New World. Popcorn can here. I liked the movie. I thought it could have been a little better. But I'll never not like a superhero film just because I'm such a fan, and I just, get to nerd out. So the top comes off. It's kind of like, the Sam Wilson's shield here. Nothing really interesting on the inside. Probably should clean it out a little bit better. But yeah, on the outside, it's got the Captain America emblem as well as the title of the movie. Got the wings on the side here. Pretty cool. And then as well as the cups, I had to beg my wife for her to get a drink at the movie theater so that I could have both cups. Obviously, you got the Red Hulk up here. Pretty cool. Kind of like a holographic picture on the side here. And then Sam Wilson, aka Captain America here. Pretty cool stuff. A lot better than the Fantastic Four cup, but the movie wasn't as good as Fantastic Four, so good memorabilia, subpar film. Okay, we come to this little corner over here where, split second, this is my dog Leo. Say what's up. Alright, he's not in the mood. Okay, we've got this little nook over here for VHS collection. Now this room is not very big, and I'll need some more shelving. I don't know where that'll go, but we'll figure it out. There's movies behind these movies because obviously I can't display everything because there's only so much space. I try to keep all the sequels together. Just give you a quick scan through, maybe a video. We can take a deep dive and take out some movies and look at them. And now these are not collectibles by any means. Obviously, you can see some of these movies are a little beat up, but they're not to sell or to boast about because they're still in the wrapper and haven't been watched. I feel like everything needs to be applicable. I mean, if you have a movie, you should probably watch it. But yeah, we'll take a quick scan through these things here. Got some Marvel things in there, some horror films on this side, some comedies down this way. Over here, some more sequels, some funny stuff, some action stuff, some more comedies. Maybe more like the drama section, the dramedy section here. Now I have to give props to my wife because during COVID, we acquired a VHS, and she was like, hey, we should go get some VHSs and have an old school nostalgic movie night. And that's where kind of this whole collection started, was with her, and I gave her all the props because I really love collecting these things. We've got the Godfather set up here. Couple of rogue movies up there because I don't know where else to put them. We've got the Rocky collection. Those are actually DVDs there. Another 3D printed Pacers memorabilia there. Some comics up here. I only have these displayed because I love the Civil War series, and if you guys don't know anything about the Civil War series, this particular series here was really cool. Obviously, if you guys are fans, you've seen the movies, and it kind of this is where the movies come from, as this collection here. I don't know if I can slide this back in here. I think there's a Justice League right there. And again, I got a Dr. Seuss book there, collectible. Kind of comes back to, even as adults, we can still be kids. And if you've never read Dr. Seuss, I don't know what rock you're living under, but hey, this is a lot where my childhood came from. My mom read us Dr. Seuss all the time and would quote the, famous quotes from those books. But this is a collectible, actually, that my brother got me for my birthday one year. Let's see if this is actually this is just the cover. The book slides out of here. I don't want to mess it up here. The book's nothing special. I think it's just this cover, this special cover here that it comes in, which makes it kind of collectible. But yeah, all the places you'll go. If you don't know, now you know. Put this back in here. We'll look at some other stuff. I think that's this other one here is, sorry, 1 second. I told you none of this stuff's scripted. This is all authentic. We'll get a little bit more professional as time moves on. Kind of a Doctor Who special edition here with the Daleks. And of course, Huge Mortal Kombat fan. Got like the book holder here. I want to get some more Mortal Kombat stuff. That's literally the only thing I have. I've got like the VHSs down here, but like as far as like statues or figures or anything, this is the only thing I have. So looking to get some more of that. Just acquired this a couple days ago. Got the Red Ranger here. Obviously the best of the series, the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger series. We got Jason right here. This reflective thing, you can see me in the reflection here, so I'm going to try to get out of it. It's got him kind of on his emblem here. I'd like to take some of these things out and display them, but I kind of don't want to take away from the value of these things. I'll have to go back and try to get hopefully the whole set of these guys. They only had the Red Ranger there. Supposed to be getting the other characters in the store soon. Yeah, pretty cool. One of my favorite series, Power Rangers. A little dresser here. It's got all my clothes in it, obviously. But just my little Star Wars section over here. Nothing of value, I don't think. These are just like little figures that my wife got me, and I just decided to display them up here. This is Jabba the Hutt. This is also 3D printed. I got that from the kid that I mentioned from the farmer's market. He has a bunch of cool stuff. This is Jabba. Millennium Falcon here. We got Darth, Obi, little Coke can there. That's probably been there for 4 months. Just got this pretty cool Yoda. It's supposed to be a yard kind of gnome thing. I'm like, I'm not gonna put it outside in the elements and have it mess up something that cool, Little Darth Vader mask there. VHS, the Star Wars trilogy, first 2 movies. Well, not in chronological order, but the first 2 movies that they made. These are actually in still pretty good condition. I haven't taken those out yet. I'll turn this around. And it's got Yoda, Darth, and Stormtrooper. But yeah, pretty cool. And then, last but not least, we have the kind of, you guys were probably like really confused. You're like, man, I haven't seen any toys yet. I'm getting a little worried. Got my little prototype of the C-3PO there. Pretty cool. But yeah, this is kind of like the toy section. Eventually, hopefully have, a couple more shelves here on this wall as we start to acquire some more things. This futon is falling apart. We're going to need to get this out of here, and we can move a couple more shelves in here. But yeah, I'll show you a couple little things. Like I said, this is just a quick view at things, show what I have. I've got some stuff on the side here. Cool little hologram on the front here. We've got something back here too. Got some Beetlejuice. Spawn, one of my favorite DC characters. Waiting for the reboot. Don't know when we'll get it. Okay, and then some of the stuff I have up here. This is, it's a Ninja Turtle Universal Monster mashup that they did. We got Casey Jones up here as Phantom of the Opera. We have Splinter as Van Helsing. Like I said, these reflective fronts on these aren't doing the camera any justice here. April O'Neil as Bride of Frankenstein. What do we have here? Okay, yeah, I don't know, because they did a couple of characters, like Donatello has a couple, Raphael has a couple. But this is Donatello as the Invisible Man. We have Donatello as the Mummy. Raphael as the Frankenstein. Like I said, we'll take a deep dive into these where I can get you in better lighting and things that aren't so reflective. The fronts on these are pretty cool. But I have these open, obviously, so people can look at them. Leonardo as Creature from Black Lagoon. We have Leonardo, again, as the Hunchback of Notre Dame. What do we have here? Okay. We got Raphael as the Wolfman, and these all have pictures on the inside of them. These are Nico products. Nico. And I really love the boxes on these because obviously they have, a bunch of cool art on here. Got a picture on the inside, as well as picture on the outside. And then obviously, you have the figure right there in the center. We have Shredder as Dracula. That's probably the coolest one of the bunch, in my opinion. Couple of horror icons here. Obviously we have infamous Hannibal Lecter. Kind of same thing, same product, so all these boxes are designed the same. Kind of picture on the outside, picture on the inside, and the figure right in the middle there. Kind of like a ghost face, special edition, Inferno here. Kind of has like a metallic mask and some other masks in there. Obviously, I won't take that out to ever be able to change the faces, but it's still pretty cool. Have some Predator guys down here from the first film, Schwarzenegger film, and then the second film with Danny Glover. Like I said, same products, picture on the inside, and picture on the front. And then from the not recent, 7 years ago now, but there's been a few things come out. Anyways, the 2018, The Predator, which is supposed to have a sequel, never got it. But it's kind of like the assassin Predator. He was the Predator sent out to kill the other Predators. That's why he's so much bigger than the other guys. Yeah. So that's the room. I'll take some of this stuff down in other videos, and we'll take a look at all the accessories and look at all the different masks they have. And yeah, I think it'll be really fun, man. And we'll go to other places and acquire more stuff, and we'll build this collection hopefully into something pretty cool. So yeah, thanks everybody for watching. This has been a video. Sorry if it seemed a little stagnant at points. Like I said, this is my first video, and I'll only get better as we progress here. So thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. You guys have a great day.